Hi everyone, this is Diane. I'm going to do some work in the third of these journals today. I don't know if I will actually post this video. It depends on how repetitive it is. I'm just going to do my work as I would if the camera wasn't on, but I will talk to you. But my next progression in this collection of journals would be to start on this journal. So I have mine just about finished, and then I think this one is caught up to this one mostly anyway. So I'm going to just go ahead and start on this. This is journal number 3. I'll set the cover aside because we won't be working on that at all. So I did get started on it yesterday just by beginning with this large pocket, and I need a large insert for this pocket. I did spray some more papers last night before I went to bed because I needed to put some more pages in the journals. Oh, this one still has a staple in it. Okay. That's a nice thick paper, so it didn't go through, but I like the colors there. And this one. So I did just a few more, and I have one more on the floor because I just did it. I took it out of here. I forgot I had one of these pattern pages. No, it's a teacher's page in here that I needed to spray. So I pulled that out and sprayed it just a few minutes ago. So now I'm going to find a large illustration that I can use for a journal card in this big pocket. I think that would work. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll have to do some sewing on this. I will have to sew around that and add a little lace to it, to the edge. But I have to let the glue dry. So I'm thinking I might just cut a card from this pretty paper pad to put in there as a journal card, a large journaling card. Kind of like that, maybe a different color if it's available in a different color. Maybe I'll do this one. That would be a pretty journal card. How big do I want it? I want to fill up a lot of space here. I can make it 7 by 9.5. That's a nice big card. Let's see how that looks. Wish I had made it a little bit taller now so it would be a little taller than this card, but that's okay. I like it, so I'm going to round the corners. And I'm just going to leave it plain. The person who gets it can collage on it or embellish it any way they like, or leave it plain. I'll just wait a little bit to sew around that. I've already added this lined scrapbook paper to the back, the white part, the white side of this scrapbook paper. So now I get to do a fun collage. So this will be repetitive to what I've done before, but the images will be different. I'll use this piece. And these pages came from, someone asked me about this paper pad again, the Park Lane Papery Heirloom tablet. It's 180 sheets. It says printed cardstock, but they're paper, but they're thick. It's paper, but it's thicker than some, and I really, really like the weight of this. It's from Joanne. And so that's where the pages that I've used are from that paper pad also. So I have that, and now I just want an image, a lady image, to go on this page. That would be a good way to hide that hole in her skirt. I've been sitting on my couch for the last 2 evenings watching TV, cutting. I didn't have a lot of time for cutting yesterday, but I did quite a few the day before. So I wouldn't have to do that while I'm creating. And I had already taken this piece to add to the flap. So I think these were going to go inside this, but whoops, came unglued. I didn't want to put it in while the glue was wet. Now I'm going to wet the glue again. I think I kind of pulled on it a little bit last night and didn't press it down again when I was seeing if these things would fit in there. I forgot that it was a freshly glued piece. And I'll just fold this 1941 calendar page. I'll just keep these away from that wet side. And we could add something here, or it's something that could be done by the new owner. Well, on mine, I did add a piece, so I'm going to do it here too. And I will go sew this now. So I just stitched around that with black thread and added this little piece of lace. And now you have 2 nice large journaling cards in there. Some journaling space here. And these are just vintage ephemera pieces. You could tuck something in there that you can write on, or just write on this. Or both. So that's that page. This is 2 book pages that I hinged together. I just folded this edge in. It was a margin like that. I just folded it in and then glued this to it. And I'm just going to add some lace on this page. I'm thinking some of this stuff is repetitive, but also it might not be because of the video that I was not able to edit and upload. So I don't remember what was on that. I'll just, let's see, I'm going to put a pocket here. I think I'll just use the same paper. If you haven't tried making a large format journal, you should give it a try. It's pretty freeing to be able to use such big images you have big spaces to work in. It might be intimidating to you, but you should try it. See how you like it. And I'll probably end up putting something else in this big pocket. I think that's it for now for this page. And I'm just going to do a little collage on here. I want some color. Now you have a pretty page, and there's lots of room still for writing. And that's all I'm doing to that page for now. This is a wallpaper page that I will add a pocket to. I'm going to get a piece of cardstock to back that with. I like that this has a little purse that's offset to add some interest to the shape. Now, I don't have a lot of room for lace, but I would like to put a little lace on here somewhere. I even managed to curve that lace around the purse. Didn't try very hard, but it worked out perfectly. I feel like I want a little bit of lace accent up here. Perfect. I think I'll put it over here since the purse is on this side. Pocket is quite a bit different, well, a little bit different anyway, from the other two journals pockets, because they both used shoe images like this with the curved edge, so I was able to, make a nicely curved pocket. So it looks quite a bit different, but it has the same idea. So I was glad to have something with an interesting shape. And I have this piece that I glued to lined paper to tuck in the pocket. I hope it's gonna fit. I'll have to wait for it to dry, but this pocket is shorter. This wallpaper piece was shorter than the others. I don't want to have to make a new fold in that, but I will if I have to. And then I wanted to add a wallpaper piece. I think I'll trim that a little bit more. For you to play with. I could always just trim the top off. So these will get tucked into that pocket. And it looks like I have another pocket to do on the back. I'm gonna look for a flower here. This one almost kind of blends in with the colors in the background. This one is brighter. I think I like this one better. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, these are from the Tim Holtz wallpaper. I like that one. I think that's sturdy enough on its own. There, we have a pocket. And that helps, those two colors layered together, helps create the design. It's a pretty page. So this journal is done. Or this page. Not the journal page for now. I probably won't do anything else to it. So I've had this in here and I want to use this in one of these journals, so I guess it's going to be in this one because I thought she was a really cool drawing. She's advertising stockings in a Montgomery Ward, I think it was Ward's, really old magazine or catalog with these pieces. So I wanted to keep it all together. Let's see what we can do with it. I'll glue this down and then I will trim the way I want it trimmed. All right, I'm going to glue this piece down to the background, but I'm going to make this part of the pocket. Well, isn't that a fun pocket tuck spot? I'll put a vintage receipt in here. Statement of account. And I'll put some other kind of paper in there. All right, so with this, I need to put something on the flap. And something to cover the white. I made copies of my hole-proof hosiery images, so that could go on the flap. Actually, I'm going to try my Oohoo glue stick for this that I just got. Ooh. Oohoo. That is clumpy. I don't know if it's supposed to be doing this. I don't want it to be lumpy. It's just not pushed down too hard. It might show through this blue color, but I'm told that it dries clear. It feels more damp than when I use other glue sticks, but it was pretty thick coverage. Okay, now I need to put something on this. This will be showing on this side. And I'll have something in the pocket and probably a decorative element here. Just marking where to put the glue. So then I have a tuck spot right here, and I think I'd like to put something pretty on that edge. That looks pretty. There. puts a nice edge on it. I'm going to put this digital page in here with some pretty flowers on it. I put this on the wrong side, but that's okay because this side should have been facing this, but I don't mind. It's fine. It looks pretty on that. I'm looking at my page that I did in my journal thinking, why is this just doesn't look right? Just fold this up and tuck it in this pocket here. I stopped the video because I was just doing some stuff that you had already seen from the other journals. So just kind of recap, I'll show you what we've done in this journal today, because I might delete some of these things. Made a pocket for this. I'll probably leave this one in the video, the making of it. Added the tablet. I'll leave this one in the video, but not this because we've done this in 1 or 2 videos, just gluing on a figure and then cutting around it, adding a piece to journal on. There's a lot of pages that don't have anything done to them so that you can play with them. I'm going to add a card to this. I'll show you the one that I did for journal number 2. It's just a time card. I folded up and made a pocket and did a little collage on and clipped it there. Oh, and I have to do this also. Add a journaling space and a pretty lady. We've got lots of fashion ladies, vintage fashion ladies in these journals. So I do have to do that in this. That's a pretty basic pocket. Don't know if I'll leave it in there. As I mentioned in one video, I don't know if it got posted, I have 4 of these hole-proof hosiery ads that I absolutely love. And I have 4 of them from vintage magazines, and I'm putting them all in my journal so that I can have them all in one place, because they're not ones I want to use to give away. But I did make copies. I made digital with these. I didn't put it in my shop because I didn't think they were good enough. But I made copies of them, so I think each of these journals that I'm selling will have 2 of the images. So I put that one in there. And I'm going to put this, leave this one in the video. And this one. And I don't know if I'll leave this one in or not. It's kind of the same thing. Just chose a pretty paper and glued her on and cut around her. This is from a vintage magazine. Almost all of the images, if not all of the images, are actual vintage magazine cutouts. I don't think I did this one on video at all. I did that last night. So that's what I did in this session. And now this one is mine, and it's close enough to being done, I think, that I want to go ahead and sew it together. I think I still have a little more to do in it, but I can do that, you know, playing in the journal. This is one of my original ads. I didn't glue this to anything because I liked the cover. So this ad was on the inside front cover of this magazine. So I have my piece of paper that is the same height as the longest page, which is 10.5 inches. And I made a mark on the center hole and then 2 inches apart. I'll just poke holes in it. Oops, that's okay. Just kind of center it here because it's shorter than the book cover. And poke holes. Okay, find the center. And I will clip the pages together with my big binder clips. And make sure all of the pages are pushed down into the center fold. Kind of feel, seems like they're okay. Just kind of shifted that. All right, now I'm going to poke the holes in this. comes out right on the fold. Might be a little awkward doing this on camera because it is so big. So if I get too close to the camera, I apologize right now. And I hope you'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right. I just have some gray waxed thread I'm going to use. Got my threads from Amazon. I can leave a link because I think I've bought 2 different packs at different times of different colors. Maybe a dozen different spools or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to leave extra. I'm not sure what I want to do with the threads. And I have my needle here. Still have glue on my fingers, so sorry about that. We're not neat all the time while we work. We get messy. Now, I think maybe I would like to have the threads on the outside. So in that case, maybe I'll do a different thread. I have this pretty green. Let's do that. 35 yards on one roll. I'll just save this for another journal. I'll wrap it around that gray spool later. Now the way you get your thread on the outside, you're not on the outside, is you start on the outside. Which means I have to start with the quilt. So I won't be able to see the hole very well. So there it is. And I'll just go in there. I know that was close, I'm sorry. There isn't much space between the 2 covers. Now I lost my hole. I think I went up into the cardstock, the cover. So I want to make sure that I'm just going through the fabric. There. Okay. Okay, now I've got my thread into my cover, and now I will put it into my signature in the center hole. Okay, now I'm going to go up. You can go up or down, it doesn't matter. Where's the next hole? There it is. And then into the hole here. So right down through the next hole, through all of the pages and the cover. It's in the middle. have to go back up, and I have to find that hole again. I have fabric here too, so it's once you poke a hole in the fabric, the fibers kind of close up and you can't find the holes again. So let's see. This is right here. So this is right here. It doesn't really matter with this because it's only one signature. It's not like I'm trying to match up all the signatures. So I could have put it wherever I wanted to. But there we are. It's going sideways. Now I'm going to go back up, or go back down, I mean, into the second hole. And come out through the spine. Do the same hole. I'm going to bypass the middle hole and move on down to the next to the last hole. Which I can't see. I think I see the hole here. Yep. So there it is. There's my hole. It would be a lot easier. It wouldn't be this bad if I was not trying to keep it in view of the camera. And it's not even that bad. Just a little tricky. A little awkward. I'm pulling my threads tight. I pull on this loose one and the one that I'm stitching with. Oh, I still have to come up through the pages. Oh, no trouble at all with that one. And down through the last one. Okay, we have one spot here that doesn't have any thread, so we're going to fill that in by going back up to the next to the last hole. And on this side, we have one spot that doesn't have any thread, so we're going to fill that in by going up to the middle hole. Then we are going to tie it. I make double knot. And then I'm going to leave the thread long so I can decide what I want to do with it. I could just tie it in a bow, leave them long. I don't want to put beads on it because, I could put them down here, hanging below the book. But if I put them here, it would be, the beads would be here, and that would bug you trying to use the journal. At least it would bug me. So I'm just going to trim it so I have nice long tail till I know what to do with it. I'll just tie it in a bow for now. I can always untie that if I want to. So there, this journal is sewn together. And I just have to reinsert my things. And then I can do finishing touches to it later. I'll work on getting the other two journals completed so I can put them in my shop. There, and there's lots of room to grow. So stay tuned for a flip through of these two journals. Hopefully the day after you see this one, you'll see these and they'll be ready to go in my shop. So I hope you're having a creative day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.